like to do a look using some of my underused products from my Shop My Stash. Well, the foundation isn't totally underused. I have been using it since I only have about 2 or 3 in my tray. But most of the things that I'm going to use in this look are underused by me for this month. And guys, life is a journey. And I'm here for it. And one way that I break away from all of the things that have to be done and all the stresses of life is to do my makeup, especially now that I am semi-retired. So life is a journey. We all have to meander through it to the best of our ability. And sometimes we wander off path. We take a wrong turn without realizing it. And we may suffer from various illnesses or mental health debacles. For me, it was anxiety. And I'm going to go in with this L'Oreal, I think it is True Match. And I have it in warm 7-8. And I like it because it's kind of dark. Why haven't I been using this? And I know I'm putting on way too much. But I like that color. I think I've said before I like L'Oreal products pretty much. I think I like them better than Maybelline. But it's good to know when you're in a situation that's not good for you, and it's good to have ways to escape. Know your stressors. Is it a movie that is stressing you out? Let's go in with a little bit of powder. And I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me since I'm using that foundation. I'm just going to take the same brush. Just lightly go around here. Not too close up under my eyes. Don't want this to be too heavy. Anyway, to know your stressors. Is it a movie? Is it someone who just, in your ear all the time? And you have to find a way to escape it, but do it respectfully and do it in a healthy way is basically it. One way for me is a song that I heard as a child. To avoid copywriting out, just recite the lyrics. Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? My friends all drive Porsches. I must make amends. I worked hard all my lifetime, no help from my friends. Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? The great Janis Joplin is where I first heard that song, played during childhood, but it's a song that for some reason calms me down, brings me joy. I smile when I hear it, and it just relaxes me, totally relaxes me for some reason. I'm happy about that. So we have to find the things that do that for us and stay away from the things that don't bring us that comfort, that don't relax us. So that's my message to you. That's my journey. And I am still maneuvering my way, trying to make the right turns, be on the right course. I also employ a book in my meditation time. This is the Book of Awakening. You can see it there. It is not always an easy read, but it's a day-by-day book of little short stories that you can read and just think on throughout the day. Another way is affirmations, of talking positive things to yourself, looking in the mirror and saying you're okay as you are. Also, like I said, singing or bringing that thing that relieves you of that stressor. But exercise, walking, moving, stretching, that's a good one. Also eating healthy, knowing that you're putting something good in your body. And it, for instance, my liver detox shake, which is Kerfur, which is that cultivated milk, which I don't like milk at all. blueberries, and kale. And just mixing that up with a little water helps to create a good gut. And the gut is so important for keeping your body healthy. Going in with e.l.f., this is my contour. So anytime you feel yourself getting anxious, and I'm talking about mild anxiety, I'm not talking major, because that's when you really have to seek help. When that heartbeat is going strong like that and you can't control it, when you're sweating, when you're not functioning, you don't want to leave the house, you don't want to leave the bed. This is a liquid blush. Those are the times when you have to seek help. But when it's mild, when you're able to do a few things like I mentioned that helps you through, that you can pretty much handle on your own. But take note. Maybe keep a journal, write, express your feelings, and find out, is this something that's reoccurring? Is it getting worse? Then you want to do something about it. You want to seek some help. But sometimes help comes in the form of friendship, getting out, mingling with friends and not staying cooped up in the house. Doing simple things. It doesn't have to cost money. You can go for walks in the mall when the weather is not conducive for walking outdoors. You can join a water aerobics group. I've done that. When you feel like you just can't move that much, that's a great activity. There are ways. But life is a journey. We have to try to be present in it. I feel like I need a little highlighter with this blush because it kind of just mats things out, but it gives a little color. So I'm going to go in with this Profusion palette. I haven't used it much at all, if any. And these blushes are beautiful, light to even the deepest of skin tone. The lightest to the deepest of skin tone can benefit from this blush. But I'm going to go in with this lighter blush, which I normally wouldn't use, but I think it'll help with a little bit of light onto my face. Doesn't have to be shiny, just a little light. I think it's doing that without looking ashy. The Profusion blush, and I'm going to hit it with the deepest tone here, just to go over this blush that I have here. It's pretty. Making sure I get good use out of these products. And now I'm going in with two eyeshadows that are from Believe Beauty. These have been in my collection quite a long time. I think one is Dahlia. I think this is the one, the pewter looking one. And the gold one is Vintage. This is what they look like here. I'm going to swatch them both. Give you a look at them. This is Vintage. Beautiful, beautiful gold. Quite pretty. Quite stunning. And this one is the pewter one, to me, that I've used a little bit more than. This is what it's looking like. The design has been rubbed off, and I have to take several swipes just to make it show up here on my hand. There it is. Dahlia. I really like Dahlia the most. It's kind kind of pulling at the strings of my heart because of its kind of silver look there. So let's put on a eye primer that I haven't used much. Let's see, I think this is hard pressed. I'm hard pressed to find one that I haven't used much. I don't have much of the Ulta. Let me scoot over some. So I'm going to go in with that. I think I said that the last time I used it on camera. So I'm trying to get through it. But how are you guys doing? How are you doing? I realize I did not introduce myself. But I'm Julia, in case you're new here. Welcome to Accessorize Your Life. Sometimes the stressors are things that we bring on ourselves. It's not necessarily coming from outside or around us on this journey of life. It's things that we allow to ourselves to happen to us. We allow them to become stressors. And I say that because I know that. Going in with this grayish one, we want to not let our guards down. We want to appear as if we have things in control, or that we're doing things, that we're on top of things, that we're living a good life or whatever, when possibly we're not. And we're just, in effect, what I used to hear when I was coming up, that people like to keep up with the Joneses. And that's so prevalent here in America. And I don't know about other races, but I know in my race, we've gone without. We've been suppressed, and we feel the need to show that we haven't succumbed to that we are doing better than what we actually are sometimes. We want the biggest car. We want the best car. We want the best clothes. We want to do our makeup overly done. We want to buy expensive makeup. Ding ding, any sound familiar? Just to show that we've come a long ways. Like George Jefferson, remember him? So now I'm taking the vintage on the outer area. You see it's barely used, whereas the Dahlia I've used quite a bit. Just gonna put this up and over. I don't know, just playing with it to see. I don't like it right here actually. I like it more over here. But now that I've done it, I think I've got to stick with it. Let's see if I can wipe some of that off though. Sometimes you can clean up areas, just like you can clean up your life, you know? Yeah, it's not too prominent. So you can clean up your life. You can make your life better. You can stop that roller coaster or that vicious cycle of doing things that just don't help you. Whether it is calming yourself down, finding a way to alleviate stressors, or simply stop trying to live a life that's not your life. Now, I'm guilty of buying makeup that is expensive, but I find I like that makeup. I like the feel of it. It just brings me joy. But I'm not going to say that these two things in my shop, my stash, overall, don't bring me joy. But I find like sometimes I have to work a little harder with them. And it's about ease, it's about beauty, the packaging, the experience. For me, you know, I'm talking about the journey of makeup. Am I reaching too far? Can't I be happy with these now? That's what I'm moving on. And is it causing me anxiety to try to keep up with makeup that is expensive? You know, that's something to look at. I don't feel like it is, but because I don't buy everything that comes out. I buy what I like, and I think that's what helps me and keeps my makeup purchases and my makeup fun. So things that are not bringing me happiness, things that are not stressors as far as makeup, but things that I just don't look forward to using or get excited about, I want to declutter. And it's not because I'm trying to keep up with anybody else when I purchase these luxury products or whatever. It's that I enjoy it. It's my hobby. It's my fun time. It's my decompression time. It's what brings me joy in this journey of life. You know, as we live, we grow, hopefully, and as we maneuver different lanes of life, we learn what works for us, what we like and don't like. So we kind of move in and out of things, activities, hobbies, people, all kinds of things, foods we like, things like that. So the same thing, it's a part of life, it's a journey. Makeup, our activities that are fun or not fun. I used to like dancing a lot. I don't do that now, but I like music. And I look back on the music that has brought me joy and I bring it back into my life. It's just all kind of interconnected. Stressors, anxiety, what brings you joy? What doesn't bring you joy? What things do you want to keep in your life and what things you want to let go? That's what it comes down to. Finding the joy. As long as you're not clinically considered depressed or suffering from anxiety on a clinical level, a higher level where you need medication, I think you can work through it with the simple steps I've shared with you rather, like exercise, diet, meditation, music, self-expression, speaking positive words to yourself, reading, all those things, writing, journaling, those things help. Removing yourself from those things that are not good for you. If it's the makeup, if it's certain people, if it's certain foods, if it's certain conversations, you know, or outside things coming inside like the news, that's happening so fast you can't even turn around to look over here before something else is coming out at us. People losing jobs, this going on, you know. Calm yourself down. Focus on what matters. Enjoy doing the things you enjoy doing. Enjoy this journey of life to the best of your ability. You only get, as far as I know, one life here, at least on this realm that I know of, to live. Find the things you love, find the things you enjoy doing, and do those things. So let's get back to the eye look. I only have one mascara in my Shop My Stash tray, and this is one stressor. Not really, but it's one thing I've recognized that I really don't care for. So I know, and I've already dealt with it in my head. I've told myself I'm not going to have it long. Once this month is over, I'm going to stay true to it. I'm going to use it. But once this month is over, I am going to declutter it. So, easy peasy, no worries. And when I use it, I am surprised sometimes let's don't go in yet with that. I am surprised sometimes at how nicely it works. But I just don't care for it because it's clumpy and it's, yeah. I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Lasting Drama. This is a beautiful, kind of deep gray pewter looking liner that is, I rather like this liner. Haven't used it much, either in my tray, my Shop My Stash tray, or on a day-to-day basis when I pull makeup. I haven't pulled it much. On to the mascara. Mascara can stress somebody out? No, not this girl. She knows what to do. Alrighty, I just need a lippy and I think we're done, guys. I can say arrivederci. So I'm going to go in. I don't think I pulled this initially, but I'm going to use it. It is the L'Oreal Galaxy Lumineer. And this is a lip gloss. With a little extra glow to it. Something Pat McGrath would like. And her astral colors. Yeah. And then I'm just going to take a little bit, maybe, I should have done this first, but of this Color Fetish from Milani. In the color, I can't see it. Just a little wet lip. Using products from my shop mustache that are least used or have been least used this month. And it's not bad. There are a few things in here that I will declutter, but for the most part I'm happy with this face and the products I used. Alright guys, like, comment, share, talk with me down in the comments section, share this video to others, and if you missed any parts or if you want to think about some of the things I said a little further and you want to refer to those, rewatch the video. I would appreciate that. Give it a little playtime. And until I see you again, stay well, take care of yourself, and remember, life is a journey. Enjoy the ride. But also, you know, sometimes we maneuver off the path. Yeah. And we have to recalibrate. We have to pull out a map, so to speak. Things like that to help us get back on the right path. And sometimes we can do it ourselves, and sometimes we need to seek help. Whether it's with makeup, outside stressors, inside stressors, you can do it. You can handle it. But find a way that's appropriate for you to handle it. Stay well until I see you again. Bye-bye.